Hi guys, so you may or may not have noticed this video has two thumbnail titles, Nat's Fab Abs and Gym Workout Time. The reason for this is because we're going to put this one in both categories. Now we wouldn't normally double up like this, we don't want you to feel like we're cheaping you on workouts, but this workout can be done at home or this one can be done at the gym. As you can see, you're going to need pull-up bars or elbow slings, a step and a dumbbell, but we've also added alternate home versions of this workout. So if you're not a major gym person, then you can also do this workout at home with these modifications. So here's the home modification first, and we've got lying leg raises. Alright, we've got a hip thrust at the top for if you want to make it a bit more advanced. Keep your legs straight, lower them 6 inches off the floor, lift them all the way up, and lift your glutes. Now, if you're going to the gym, or perhaps you have a home gym, or you have a chin-up bar or something like that, you can do these more advanced versions. So for every set we show, you can either do the home alternate version seen at the beginning, the leg raise and even the hip thrust if you want to make it more advanced. And if you are perhaps at the gym or have the equipment shown, or you have a pull-up bar or something like that, then you can go ahead and do these. If you don't have elbow slings, you can always hang from the bar from the arm, but do be careful of your shoulders. And one tip to do is to keep your elbows soft while you're holding yourself up. Now this can be difficult, but you want to try and hang from your arms with your elbows bent slightly to keep the weight in the muscles. We've got some elbow slings, so we're going to use these. We call them elbow slings, or ab slings, some people call them. Notice that Nat is touching the floor gently in between each rep, and this just helps to stabilize the movement, stops you swinging too much, but she is literally touching the floor with just the tips of her shoes. She's not putting a weight down on the floor. You can see that on the floor there is definitely light still showing under her feet, just the tips of the toes to stop yourself if you're getting any swing. What you want to also try to do in these guys, if you're hanging, is to keep your legs slightly further forward than your hips, so your legs never get straight line with your body, so your legs are never straight all the way down, so there's a slight lean forward. Okay, and this way you're going to keep the abs engaged and not go into the lower back, so those toes are touching the floor just slightly ahead of her body. You can see there, not going all the way back and arching the back. You want to give yourself these short rests in there, guys. If you need to take longer, then do so. As I said, we wouldn't normally double up a workout into two different categories, but this workout particularly, you can do the alternate versions at home, and if you want to instead, you can make a note of the exercises, and then you can go ahead and do them at your local gym if that's where you go. And one other thing as well, that we're doing 3 to 4 sets of each exercise, and we've done some bonus ones at the end for you. So here's another alternate home version. This is called a double up. So she's bringing the knees into the chest and extending out slowly. And of course, if you have a step, a deck, a bench, you can do this slightly more advanced version or gym version, which is a double up on a bench, obviously. What this does, you can notice the difference. Instead of being flat on the floor and only have a certain amount of angle, you can actually lower the legs down below the flat point, and that way you're getting that longer extension, and the weight of the legs is increased because of gravity of them going down. She's not holding the bench with a strong grip, okay? The fingers are just literally hooked. After a while, when you get a bit more advanced to this one, you can try it without holding the bench at all and do it like the double up on the floor. So if you are doing this at home, guys, I realize that obviously this is showing it with gym equipment, but you can do this workout. You can do this exercise on the floor and just balancing with your hands, or you can place your hands on the floor, but just make sure you're not using them to lift your body or push off the ground, okay? You want to be using your abs and keeping that control. And an important note here, guys, is remember what muscle you're trying to work. So if your back is hurting, it's most likely because you're not concentrating on your abdominals and your back is doing the work. So make sure you're pulling the hips up, the knees up, and the body up with your abs. Really squeeze those abs every time, and don't forget to breathe. As I said, we're doing 3 to 4 sets, and we're also doing about 10 to 12 reps. You want to go slightly higher rep with abdominal work, particularly if you're not using weights. So we're doing maybe 10 reps of each of these exercises. Hopefully you're doing them along at home, taking those short rests. If you ever need a longer rest, obviously just hit your pause button. If you are using your phone and posting this to a smart TV, which I think is a very smart way to do it, no, I think it's a good way to do it. You can always pause it on your YouTube app and then unpause when you are ready to go for your next set. All right, guys, you're going to grab that dumbbell. We've got a dumbbell exercise coming up. Love me some weights when doing abs. I always find that a very effective way to train abs. So we're doing a full sit-up on the floor. And, of course, you can do this one at home just with a light dumbbell. So she's taking the weight all the way overhead, swinging the weight, and using the momentum to drive up. And we have done this one in a recent video. Lower it slowly, spring it up. You may be the kind of person who maybe has trouble with a full sit-up. This one actually makes it easier, not harder. If you do the technique as shown and you keep it slow, then the momentum of the weight being moved overhead will actually give you some acceleration to kick up into the full sit-up. So if you watch the technique again, you'll see that it's actually being used over the head. You see a different angle here, and then the speed with which the dumbbell is brought forward is being used as part of the motion to actually sit up. If you make this one more advanced, you can hold it directly over the face and not use the accelerated movement overhead, or you can increase the dumbbell weight. So you're getting a great dumbbell pullover, which is the movement above the head, and then you're getting a nice abdominal exercise as you spring up. Good, get that rest in, guys. We got 2 bonus exercises for you, and we're only going to do 1 set of each. You want to burn out those abs. Make sure you've hit them from all angles. Remember, there are like 8 abdominal muscles, so there's lots and lots of moves you can do. And if you want to train the whole abdominal area, you want to make sure to be going in all directions. And here we have, of course, Nat, being Latvian Russian descent. She loves her some Russian twists. These are Russian twists. Balance on your butt. Keep your feet off the ground, legs bent, rotating from side to side. Touch the dumbbell down. Or if you haven't got the arm extension to do that, just lower it towards the ground. Make sure you move from your core in that one. Okay, get that rest in. And as I said, we have 1 final exercise for you. And this is called a dish. Okay, going from the double up position tucked in, extend out and simply hold the body in position. The legs are around 6 inches off the floor. You'll lower it down, trying to keep your back slightly arched inwards so the abs are what are doing the work. And as you can see, you're just holding it. Very similar to a plank. Some people call it a reverse plank. We call it a dish. And this is a great way to burn out. You can do that 2 to 3 times, guys. We've just thrown it in the once. And that is fantastic, guys. Well done, Nat. Awesome workout. Guys, here's a quick before and after of Nat when she did her competition. You can really see the transformation you can make with the kind of workouts we are doing. Please make sure to check out the full channel, guys. NNN Fitness Channel on YouTube and Instagram. Make sure to follow us, subscribe, and you can see some of the other workouts we're putting out. We have now a full gym playlist. We have Nat's Fab Abs, abdominal training, we have HIIT training, we have Tabata training, what else have I got? Resistance band training, we have stretching, warm up, warm down, nutritional tips, and top tips on training, ways to get that little bit extra out of what you do in your training time. So make sure you use every bit of the channel that you can. If you check out our email, which is in the description, you can send us an email and you can actually purchase a membership to be able to see all 400 of our videos. All right, guys, and you can use them to apply to your training. It's low cost. It's all doable at home. There is a lot more stuff that is premium, guys. There is not just what you see on the free side of the channel, guys. So please make sure to check out the full video. And if you're interested in a full subscription, send us a message, NNFitnessChannel@gmail.com. And as always, don't forget to like this video, leave us a great comment below, and make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon. Guys, remember, if you leave us a good comment below, you may be in with a chance of winning an NNN online personal training session with the two of us. So leave us a message below.